Alright, what's going on, guys? So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to be bringing you the top 5 cheapy fragrances that smell expensive. So we all love smelling good. We all love acquiring great scents, but we all like to smell luxurious. We like to smell put together. We like to smell like high class, but we don't always want to break the bank to do it. And so what I have here are 5 fragrances that you can get all of these for under $50, even $40, some of them, but they are all going to smell really nice, really high quality, almost like designer, even almost like some niche. Okay, so this is a great list. This is a great setup I got going for you. The first fragrance, we're gonna get right into it. This one is from the brand of Club de Nuit. This is probably one of the top cheapies, top clone fragrances that are out here on the market. This one is from the brand of Club de Nuit, and this one here is called Club de Nuit Intense Man. Okay, so Club de Nuit Intense Man is often referred and often attributed to Creed Aventus. This is gonna be a very smoky, very citrusy, very woody fragrance. It's gonna have some birch, it's gonna have some jasmine, it's gonna have some bergamot. It's also gonna have some woods, it's gonna have some ambergris and musk. So a really nice, fresh, citrusy, smoky, floral fragrance with a little bit of patchouli and vanilla at the base of it, but you get hit with that really strong bomb of lemon, pineapple, bergamot, curd, and apple. So really nice citrusy opening, and then it'll sort of dry down to a little bit of birch, a little bit of amber, a little bit of patchouli, then a nice little floral note to go with everything. But nonetheless, this is probably one of my favorite cheapies I've ever gotten. The only downside to Club de Nuit Intense Man versus other Creed Aventus clones or other Creed Aventus dupes, other Creed Aventus inspired fragrances, the opening, because of the amount of citruses, can be a little bit strong, a little bit pungent, but after it dries down, it's very pleasant. Has been the feedback. It is definitely still a compliment getter, especially once you get it to dry down, but you have to sometimes get over that a little bit of pungent and that sort of sharp opening. But once you get to it, this is probably one of the best fragrances, one of the most long-lasting fragrances you can get your nose on, and it's only gonna cost you about $35, even $40 for a big bottle of it. All right, we're starting off strong. Now this next fragrance is probably one of the more interesting fragrances I've ever gotten my nose on. Probably even when it was described and I heard the description from it, I kind of looked at the note breakdown of it. I'm like, that's gonna smell good, that's gonna smell like a fragrance. Well, I blind bought it because it was, I think at the time, $25, I think $30, no more than that. And it was blind when I got my nose on it. It was a shocking compliment getter, and it was a shocking surprise how well it was. But this from the brand of Lalique. This one here is called Lalique Anan Noir. Okay, so Anan Noir is gonna be that very, how do I say, your Darth Vader fragrance, your all black fragrance. This is gonna be known for its very deep, very smoky vetiver fragrance. It's very smoky, woody, earthy, musky nature. Okay, and that's the note breakdown for you right there. It's gonna have some cypress, it's gonna have vetiver, it's gonna have cashmere and wood, and it's gonna have some musk. So simple notes, but I mean, picture the type of fragrance that a Darth Vader character would wear, almost a Bane character would wear if Bane were to wear a suit. That's what this fragrance kind of encapsulates. Very smoky, very woody, very musky, very dark, very earthy, but in the best way possible. This one I would wear though, I would imagine this, you're in some type of all black, whether it's an all black suit and tie, whether it's an all black turtleneck, an all black blazer, even just all black polo and slacks, but it's cold weather. I think this would go really good in the cold weather. I wouldn't wear this during the day. You definitely want to wear this when the sun is not out, but it would turn heads, and for $25, this smells like a really nice, luxurious, niche fragrance, honestly. Love this one. All right, now this next one, we go from the smoky, earthy, green, no nature, no emotion type fragrance, and we're gonna flip the spectrum up, and we're gonna go to something very aromatic, very warm, spicy, and very ambery. This one is from the brand of Mercedes-Benz, the car brand, and this one here is gonna be Mercedes-Benz Club Black. All right, so Club Black is gonna be known for its rich notes of amber. It's gonna have some benzoin. It's gonna have some sweet tonka bean as well. So this one, for a car brand fragrance, was actually quite surprising. This one also does have ambroxan in it as well, but picture just a nice vanillic sweet fragrance that is done in a very warm and boozy way. So again, with the vanilla and benzoin, that woods kind of in the base, just gives it a nice and aromatic nature. But then that incense and jasmine adds a floral component that is very nice, very rich, and very pleasing to the nose. Then it's got that powdery notes. It's gonna have some powdery nature as well. That to me just really blends this fragrance together really well. With the ambroxan, it definitely is very strong projector, very far projector. So again, if you want a nice aromatic day night fragrance, this one is definitely one. You pull the trigger on it, you'll get it for about $30, $35, and you'll have a really nice fragrance. It's one of the more surprising compliment, especially it being from Mercedes-Benz that I've got my nose on. All right, next fragrance we have on deck, new face to the channel. One I haven't talked about a whole lot, if at all, I don't think, in all this time. But this one is, this has a character type, if you will, and one of the more interesting fragrances that I've acquired. But this one is from the brand of Salvatore Ferragamo, and this one here is called Salvatore Ferragamo F Black. All right, so F Black is gonna be a very fresh, spicy lavender and aromatic fragrance. Put simply, this is what your Wall Street stockbroker would smell like, honestly. It's gonna have some lavender, it's gonna have some apple, it's gonna have some black pepper, coriander, it's gonna have some tonka bean as well, okay? Some of the main notes. So a nice, fresh, spicy lavender, aromatic, fresh vanilla as well. The vanilla is not overly potent or present, but you do get some of those sweet aromatic tendencies as it gets down to its base. Definitely that apple adds a level of fruity and citrusy, but that lavender mixed with it gives it a floral component. But this one here is just a nice, fresh, invigorating, sort of, it wakes you up with the black pepper especially. It's very invigorating, and I think it's gonna be something that you would be able to try, blind buy, put your nose on it, and really see if you like it, okay? Very interesting fragrance. Now, final fragrance for the day, one of the strongest and longest lasting colognes, a very long lasting, luxurious type of fragrance. This one is from the brand of Latafa, and this one here I mentioned before, but this one here is called Latafa Assad. So Latafa Assad is going to be attributed and kind of compared to Dior Sauvage Elixir, and this one is only $30. Sauvage Elixir is going for $160 to $180. This one's $30, so you get that for, I think, 1/5 of the price, basically. Now, Latafa Assad is going to come out as a ambery, vanillic, and fresh, spicy fragrance. It's going to have notes of black pepper. It's going to have some tobacco in here. It's going to have some pineapple. It's going to have some patchouli, some iris, and some vanilla. So a very wide array of notes. Definitely some spices in there. Have some floral notes in the mid. Then you're going to have that vanilla and woods and benzoin in the base. But this one here really smells like Sauvage Elixir encapsulated, especially. It's almost 90 to 95%. I mean, spot on DNA. Definitely get that peppery opening mixed with tobacco, but then that pineapple gives it a level of richness, a level of fruitiness to where it's not overly spicy. Then as it's drying down, that patchouli mixed with that coffee and iris gives it that sort of floral and spicy component. Then at the base, you're gonna have that vanilla and woods to give it an aromatic touch, but a really nice, well done fragrance. This one smells like a $180 fragrance, then you can get your hands on for $30, all right? Very good, so let's recap it, all right? You want a nice, fresh and clean Creative Ventus clone, and you want to only pay $30 for it. Bang, and kind of come with this one here, Club de Nuit Intense Man. If you want a nice, smoky, earthy, woodsy fragrance, you want to go with this one here, $30, Lalique Anan Noir. You want a nice, rich, aromatic, and warm, spicy fragrance brand from Mercedes-Benz. You come with this one here, Mercedes-Benz Club Black. You want a nice, fresh, invigorating, and uplifting sort of Wolf of Wall Street type fragrance bang. You're gonna come up with this one, Salvatore Ferragamo F Black. Lastly, you want Dior Sauvage Elixir the clone. You want that DNA. You only want to pay $30 rather than $180. Bang, you're gonna come up with this one here, Latafa Assad. All right, there you go, guys. We got 5 fragrances that are cheapies but smell luxurious. Smells like some of the more high-end fragrances. We have fragrances that smell like things that are $300 all the way to $400 on this list. But get your hands on these 5. You'll smell rich. You'll smell luxurious. You'll smell classy. You'll smell what's put together. You'll smell like elegance and sophistication personified. And you want to break the bank for it. I appreciate all you guys who listen and tap in with this channel. Make sure to comment down below what videos you want me to do next. Make sure to subscribe down below, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Much love.